Our job in V-Day is to deliver the woman's spring, to change the world from the ground up, to deconstruct, overthrow, transform the current structure. We are a global change movement. We have no interest in patching up the system as it is. We support women leaders and visionaries in grassroots communities. We believe in all-out change and revolution, and we know nothing less will suffice if we want to end violence and save this planet.
Last year was so fast and magical and intense. It was all about life, it was all about revolution, and it was all about change. Everything about our work was deeper. It had a different sense of urgency. Everything was amplified, our celebrations and our frustrations. But our commitment to ending violence against women was truly reborn.
In 2001, there were approximately 150 colleges that produced the vagina monologues on college campuses. Today, there are just under 1,000 campuses and over 650 communities that produce not only the vagina monologues, but also works that reflect the stories of women in prison, men's participation, memories, monologues, rants, prayers, and screen V-Day's documentary Until the Violence Stops.
3 years ago, I discovered the most wonderful experience I could have ever imagined. I discovered V-Day, and I decided to break the silence. Since then, I have worked with all I have to share V-Day's message, which is now my message too, to break taboos, to create a new space where women can love their vaginas, know their vaginas, and to celebrate a world where vaginas are safe, protected, independent, and empowered.
I am an emotional creature. The Secret Lives of Girls Around the World is Eve's latest work. It's a collection of fictional monologues inspired by girls around the world, and it is a celebration of the authentic voice inside every girl. It's an inspiring call to action for girls everywhere to speak up and follow their dreams and become the women they were always meant to be. It has sparked a V-Girl revolution.
Knowing my place and choosing my place is a lot more satisfying to me than having it chosen for me, and that is a place where I am most authentic, and that is V-Girl for me.
We believe now, more than ever, that men and boys must play a role in the movement to end gender-based violence. This year alone, we've had 153 V-Men events in 51 locations around the world.
All of the women in my family were raped. As the only son in a fatherless welfare home, I grew up in the aftermath of sexual violence, watching as the women I loved were abused, abandoned, and worse by the men who pretended to love them. This Gordian knot of guilt and shame, feeling responsible for my mother and sister's pain because I was male, but unable to change it, nearly strangled me and left me not knowing whether to hate myself or run away from these wounded women, which is what I did for 30 years.
A Call to Men is a leading national men's organization addressing domestic and sexual violence prevention and the promotion of healthy manhood. The work of A Call to Men is to galvanize a national movement of men committed to ending all forms of violence and discrimination against women and girls. Co-founder Tony Porter and myself continue to be inspired by the visionary leadership and courage of Eve Ensler, V-Day, and V-Men. We're extremely honored to collaborate in this groundbreaking effort.
V-Day responded rapidly to the disaster, providing tents for women, emergency funding for cholera prevention. V-Day also supported a 2-day gathering of women's activists who generated a plan to address gender-based violence in post-earthquake Haiti. V-Day has since galvanized its network to support this women-led grassroots campaign and recently visited Haiti to witness the work firsthand. So currently there are 3 safe houses with legal assistance offices, and they're serving women survivors in Cap-Haïtien, Fort Liberté, and Port-de-Paix. I had the extraordinary privilege of visiting Bukavu in the Democratic Republic of Congo with Eve in February. They are doing an extraordinary thing. They are turning intolerable pain into extraordinary power. They are inspiring, joyful, beautiful, formidable. And a flick of the evolutionary switch could have had them organizing the fundraisers and writing the checks. They are our betrayed brothers and sisters, and we need to earn back their trust.
We started with the psychotherapy program. It's an amazing program based on music, dance, and art. And every time I'm calling them, they have new ideas for City of Joy. And I'm so happy and so proud, because it really shows that it belongs to them. And as long as they respect the budget and the goal, it's up to them to decide what they want, you know, to become the leaders.
I'm just so humbled. I want to live into this. I am speechless. I also think I have to say that Eve makes it, and I really believe, and if we don't in this room believe this, it is absolutely possible to end violence against women and girls. It is. We must believe it, and we must do it, and we must live it, and we can. And it will be a heaven on earth.
Through this last year, when Eve, this remarkable force of nature, faced her own greatest personal challenge, there was never a moment, through all the surgeries, infections, treatments, whatever came, there was never a moment that any of us felt that she wouldn't survive.
I really want to say that I'm alive today purely and simply, I mean, amazing doctors, obviously, and amazing people who referred me to amazing doctors, but I'm alive today because of love, pure and simple. I don't have any illusions about that. And every person in this room in some way has supported me to be here today, and some people in a more intimate way, and some people on a wider circle, but I just thank you for my life.